Hey friends, hang out with me today while I tuft a rug for the first time using my new Clawlab rug tufting kit. Was it perfect? Not exactly. Do I love the results? Absolutely. So here's the kit. You have the instruction manual, yarn, the tufting cloth or monk cloth, and backing fabric. You also have a frame, the power adapter, a yarn feed clip, a threading tool, and of course the Clawlab tufting gun. Basically, everything you need to tuft is right here in one box. The only thing you need to buy separately is the rug adhesive, and I'll get to that a little bit later. By the way, I have needle punched a rug before and it took forever. Before using a gun like this, I made every single stitch by punching tediously through my tufting cloth. So I think this affordable tufting gun has changed the game for the DIY tufting fans out there. Before I jump into this project, I want to show you the gun and how it works. It's about the weight of a water bottle. The tufting gun has a rotating assist handle which allows you to use both hands to steer the gun as you work. It's also very easy to thread. Just push the yarn through the eye of your threading needle and then thread through the two holes. Plug in the power adapter, switch it on, and adjust your speed with the dial in the back. The gun has different speeds, anywhere from 1 to 20 stitches per second, slower for more detailed designs and faster for filling in large areas. Here's a printout of my design, which was a bit too ambitious for my first attempt, but as always, I say go big or go home. Here I'm assembling the frame. You can see how easy it is and self-explanatory. Next, I'll tighten it up with the screws. And that's it. The whole frame took me about 5 or 6 minutes, and honestly that surprised me. I'd seen other tufting setups where you're hammering tack strips into a wooden frame, and that part is why I put off trying this for so long. No nails, no hammer, just a few screws. Now that it's assembled, I'm going to add my tufting cloth to the frame, stretch it over the frame, attaching it to the Velcro and making sure the lines are even. Then add the fabric rods over the frame to keep everything in place. Lift the levers at the top to make it taut, and it's almost ready for tufting. Before I jump into my design, let's take the Clawlab for a test drive. Here, I'm putting on my yarn feed clip. This keeps the yarn out of the way. Next, I'll thread the yarn into my tufting gun. I'm trying both ways, with and without using the assist handle. I definitely like the handle, but personally, I'm right-hand dominant, so I may not use it for my rug, but I can see how it's incredibly useful. As far as the yarn clip, I love it if you have balls of yarn. I have some huge, heavier skeins, so I may just pull the yarn as I go. Okay, not bad for never having done this before. Let's start making my rug. Again, here's my design, perhaps a bit too ambitious for my first attempt, but I'm going to do my best with the major details. I've folded some paper in quarters for a guideline and added some penciled guidelines to help keep the design straight and even. Next, I'll draw half of my design, fold it over, and trace it to the other side so it's symmetrical. After it's drawn, I'll just tape it to the back of my tufting cloth and trace it the best I can onto the fabric with a permanent marker. This is the yarn I'm going to use, and I'm starting off with yellow. I'm a little nervous, but here we go on this first moon. Fortunately, rug tufting is forgiving. As long as you follow your shapes, you won't be able to notice if your lines are perfectly parallel on the back. Moving on to the stars. These were a little bit more difficult, but honestly, with a little more practice and working more slowly, I'm sure I'll master this. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along, considering this is my first time. Next, I'm working on the rays coming from the eye. It's best to stick with one color at a time so you don't have to keep rethreading the tufting gun. After I change the yarn to light blue, I'm going around the eye. I'm still getting the hang of it, but as you can see on the front, my lack of skill still looks great. Now I'll add the pink and then the cornflower blue for the iris and bursts emanating from the eye. Now that I'm getting the hang of it, it's starting to become second nature. After adding a white glint in the pupil and white for the sclera, I'm attempting a thin row of black around the eye. Kind of like eyeliner. Something to remember, you should always pull out long lengths of your yarn while tufting so that it always easily glides through the tufting gun. Any tension, the yarn will slip out of the gun. The yarn feed clip that comes in the kit helps a lot with this too. It keeps the yarn feeding cleanly instead of catching on everything. Now, after searching in 5 different stores for the perfect blue, I found this navy that will make everything pop, I hope. Now, because it's a thinner yarn, I'm doubling the strands in the tufting gun. For a big fill like this, you might want to put on the assist handle. It gives you a second grip point and keeps things much steadier. But I will say that the lightweight body of this tufting gun really makes a difference over a long session of tufting, and it was so satisfying. Now I have to say I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. After doing some research, I ended up buying Robert's 3095 carpet adhesive. This stuff is super sticky, so wear some disposable latex gloves when you're working with it. If you do get it on your hands, you'll need to use something like Goo Gone to get it off. Also, place something on the floor in case you drop any of the adhesive. Taking a generous amount of the glue, spread it on the back of the rug, making sure to cover all of your stitching with the glue. This will secure all of your yarn. And since the glue is very thick, you can apply it while it's upright. Just make sure to cover all the yarn and a small bit around the edge. Make sure to let it dry for 24 hours. Alright, it's time to take this rug to the finish line by adding the backing fabric. Some people use spray adhesive. I don't love the stuff, so I'm using hot glue. Cut around your rug, leaving about 1.5 inches, then cut slits every few inches. Hot glue each section and fold it over and press it on the back all the way around the rug. Now I'm using a generous amount of hot glue to add the backing in one section at a time. Once it's glued on, you'll want to trim around it to make sure it's perfect. To make it even more perfect, I purchased a tufting trimmer. You could use scissors if you want, but I'm going to keep making rugs until I master it, so I thought this was a good investment. So honestly, the first time ever tufting, one kit, one finished rug. The frame went together in about 5 minutes, and the gun is way lighter than I expected. Clawlab gave me a $20 discount code, so I'll put it in the description along with a link. I'm going to leave a link to everything I used for this project in the description below. Thumbs up if you like this video, leave me a comment, and I will get back to you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to press that notification bell so that you know I have a new video. If you want inspiration that I don't share anywhere else, follow me on Patreon. And if you want even more inspiration, grab one of my craft books. I think you'll like the Big Ass Book of Crafts Volume 2, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.